Coming to the second part of the second experiment in the characteristics of separately excited DC motor, we are going to study the load characteristics of the separately excited DC motor, for which we need to connect the circuit like this. This is the armature winding, and this is the field winding. To control the field current, we are having an field rheostat which will be connected in series, to which we are giving an constant power supply. And to vary the supply voltage, we are using an variable power supply 0 to 120 volts with terminal 7 and N. To measure the current, we are having an ammeter connected to the armature of the machine, and we will be connecting an voltmeter. To measure the voltage across the armature, and we are having a dynamometer to which we are giving a power supply of 24 volts 3 amperes supply. Now to give the connections, to start with, let us take a cable from 7. This is a separately excited machine. I am giving it to 5 amperes of the DC ammeter. From there, negative, let us connect it to the armature winding 1. Again, return from the armature winding 2 has to be connected to the neutral. And again, we need to connect an voltmeter across the armature. To connect the voltmeter, we are having in the circuit voltmeter across the armature. So from 200 volts, we are connecting voltmeters across the armature, and then from negative of the voltmeter, connect it to the 2. With this, we have finished these connections, armature connections. Now we need to go for field connections. Coming to the field connections, from 8, connect it to, let me take a small cables, from 8 connect it to 5, and then from 6 connect it to the field rheostat. Return of the field rheostat, connect it to the negative terminal of the power supply. With this, both armature connections and field connections are completed. Sorry, in between we need to connect an ammeter. We have missed that. It means to connect it to the ammeter. So what we can do, from 8 connect it to the 500 milliamperes. Return of the 500 of milliamperes, connect it to the 5. This is completed now. Okay, with this we have completed the connections of armature winding and the field winding. Now let us go for the prime mover dynamometer connection, for which we have connected 24 volts power supply to this part. Now before starting it, you need to set the initial conditions. What is this initial conditions? This load should be 0. This should be at minimum position such that maximum excitation will be there, and then you need to switch it on. To switch it on, press this, and then we are going to switch this on. Switching on, apply the voltage of 120 volts. I am varying this knob and changing the voltage to 150 volts. The machine starts running. Okay, the machine is running. Check the voltage. Set the voltage to 120. Now the voltage is 120. Now after setting the voltage to 120, check the rotation. It is in clockwise direction, so no need to change the field connections. It is in clockwise direction. Adjust the field rheostat to 1800. Check the speed now. It is 1275. Set it to 1800. Using this knob, set the speed to 1800. It is almost it is 1800 now. Almost the speed is 1800. Now can we reduce somewhat? Yeah. After getting 1800, now we should not change the field current. Keep this constant. We should not touch this now. We are not going to touch this. Check the value. It is 200 milliamperes. You can write it as 200 milliamperes. The field current value is 200 milliamperes. Okay, we are writing it as 200 milliamperes. Next, after this, now check the torque. Torque is 0. Speed is 1800. And what about the current? 0.6. Current is slightly less than this, 0.6. So write that value. Okay. Next, change the torque to 0.3. Change the torque. Torque is 0 now. Change it to 0.3. Check the speed. 1675. Write the speed. Torque 0.3. Speed is 1675. And here the current value is 1.2. Current value is nearly 1.2. Enter the current value 1.2. Now change the torque to 0.6. Torque. Now the torque is 0.6. Check the speed. 1584. How about the current? 1. Slightly greater than 6. So 1.65. Slightly greater than 1.6. Speed 1585. And then the current value is, and the torque is current value is 1.6. Now change the torque to 0.9. Now the torque is 0.9. Check the speed. 1497 or 98. Current 2.2, slightly greater than 2.2. Right, 2.2 or 2.25. Speed is 1500. Here we got 1530, no problem. Slight variations will be there. And then change the torque to 1.2. After changing the torque to 1.2, check the speed. 1426. Write the value 1426 here. And how about the current? Greater than 2. Nearer to 3 and less than 3. 2.95. You can write it as 2.95. Then we need to draw the torque speed characteristics. After seeing this, we need to draw torque speed characteristics. On x-axis take the torque, x-axis take the torque, and here speed. With this we have finished second part of the second experiment in electrical testing 3.